Welcome back to the Gentleman's Gazette. In today's video, we'll be discussing casual jackets, the history of a few of them, and how to best incorporate them within your style. And we'll be using some from my own collection for your own inspiration. Now, what actually is a casual jacket? The casual jacket is something that over the years has become a garment that has many different faces. Now, to some, they might find it to be a more traditional looking jacket with certain prints and colors which exude a cultural history. And to others, they may find a casual jacket to be something that looks more like a jacket from Barber or an aviator jacket. In reality, while these examples are not incorrect, there are actually a number of different jacket styles which fall under the casual umbrella. A few examples are the motorcycle or leather jacket, the bomber jacket, the Parka, the Windbreaker, the Harrington Jacket, military style jackets, and the Unstructured sport jacket. Alright, so now we have a few ideas in our minds as to what casual jackets might look like, but how do we truly identify them? Well, let's take a look at the origin of some of these styles to get a better idea. First, let's take a look at the motorcycle jacket. The first jacket was introduced in 1928 by Irving Schott, making it the first jacket in the style ever introduced. Many may remember it worn by Marlon Brando in the 1953 film The Wild One. Motorcycle jacket's main purpose is to protect the wearer in case of an accident. These jackets are now worn for both motorcycle wear, style, and of course for making a statement. Belstaff's Trial Master in wax cotton and the Panther in leather would also be good examples. You can find a review on Belstaff jackets here. And next we have the bomber jacket. Jeez.
These craft can carry some 400 pounds of mail on each trip, and in some cities trips are made throughout the day at 20-minute intervals.
Are you on an app or something? Mm-hmm. How do you always know? Okay.
The potentialities of the helicopter are just as great.
The bomber jacket originated from military clothing, and then moved its way into certain subcultures like punk, and most recently, things like high fashion. Notable styles would be the MA1, Notable styles would be the MA1, the A2, and the G1. And somewhat similar to that bomber style, we have the aviator jacket. You see, originally bomber jackets were once known as flight jackets and were created by the US Army Aviation Board in 1917. Pilots wore these because they were versatile, functional, lightweight, and kept them warm. The next style we're going to talk about is the Parka. A Parka or an anorak is a type of coat with a hood, often lined with fur or faux fur. Invented by the Caribou Inuit, this garment was made from caribou or sealskin, not caribou coffee.
We Americans know what we like, and we really do like coffee.
Historically, parkas were used for hunting or kayaking in the cold Arctic temperatures. Popular brands include Canada Goose and Montclair, both of which we've covered in other videos, which you can see here. Next up, we have the Windbreaker. Now, this is certainly one of the most casual styles on this list. The Windbreaker first became popular in the 1970s. And why is it called a windbreaker? Well, it's important to note that this term is actually used more in North America and in Japan. Windbreaker was actually a term used by the John Rissman Company out of Chicago for its gabardine jackets. Now, the term wind cheater is actually used in the UK and other Commonwealth countries. Another casual style with a more classic pedigree is the so-called Harrington Jacket, which dates back to the 1930s. The origins of this jacket are a bit mysterious though, and there's a lot more to the story. So be sure to check out our Harrington guide here, and a review of the Barracuda G9 here. Our final outerwear mentions include military-inspired jackets, like the safari jacket and the field jacket. Now, these often come in colors like khaki and olive, and are known for having a lot of large front pockets and epaulets. Now, depending on their fabric, color, and styling, they can lean a little bit more formal or a bit more casual. And next we have the Unstructured sport jacket. Moving from true outerwear into core menswear pieces, these jackets are known for having little canvassing, little lining, and a thin shoulder. The style of this jacket is lightweight and easy to travel with. It is ideal to wear in the warm summer months, and is definitely something I'm more comfortable with. And when working in retail, I definitely prefer to give this to gentlemen who are more muscular and broad-shouldered. Now that we understand a bit more about these casual jacket styles and why people wore them, it's a bit easier to understand the differences they have with something like a canvas suit jacket or a wool or cashmere overcoat. These provide a much different look, and due to their construction, sit differently on the body. Fast and the Furious out there. Now let's go over a few tips on how to best incorporate casual jackets into your wardrobe. Now the first area we're going to talk about is fit. Now, as I often like to say, make sure that fit is ideal for your body type. From there, you'll have a much easier time incorporating a casual jacket into your wardrobe. Now, when it comes to colors, it's important to keep them fairly neutral and versatile in the beginning of your collection. Now, once you have established a solid base with your collection, if you so choose, you can start incorporating more unique color tones within your collection. Next, let's talk about seasonality. Now, it's important to purchase jackets that are functional for where you live. Now, although it may seem appealing to own an extremely warm $2,000 Parka from the trendiest coat brand, Canada Goose, if, for example, you live in a place where the temperature is on average 75 degrees, how often do you think you're actually going to wear it? In this example, it's important to find something that is both cost-effective, in line with your style, and of course, temperature appropriate. Now, as I happen to live in a colder climate, it makes sense for me to have a few lighter jackets to layer with, and then of course a few warmer jackets. Now, over the years, I've collected a number of different jackets, and certain styles, like the bomber for example, I've learned don't look the best on me, so I've stopped purchasing them. And the more I wear the styles I enjoy, the more they eventually need to be replaced or even removed to make room for something different. As my style has changed a bit over time, some jacket styles I've stopped wearing altogether. Now, the jacket styles I continue to wear are the Unstructured sport jacket. Now, this is absolutely one of the most commonly used styles in my wardrobe. I will often play with layers a bit, and I'll wear this style in early summer, in fall, and also in early winter. Pairing this with either dress shoes or boots, casual chino pants, or even denim when it's appropriate. Next up is the lightweight field jacket. I really like how the style works within my wardrobe, and I like how the pockets are very helpful when carrying around things like a wallet or a phone charger. The lightweight nature of this jacket is ideal for someone on the go, as it is packable, but I can also layer with it. Next, we have the leather or the motorcycle-inspired jacket. Now, sometimes I like to layer this in the fall with a light sweater or a turtleneck, jeans, and boots. Now, I've outgrown the one that I'll be showing, but that's the one that I've had for the last few years, but I have a new one on order from Thibodeaux that I'm very excited to start wearing. Just to avoid the comments. Next up, we have the waxed cotton jacket. Another style I have in my collection that I haven't yet mentioned today is the waxed cotton jacket in black. For more information on this jacket, including history and outfit ideas, check out these videos here. But speaking of outfit ideas, let's move on to a few that incorporate styles from within my collection. First up will be the leather jacket, contrast turtleneck, denim, and boots. Now, this is a very sleek and modern take on dark elements, which makes it very easy to put together. Now, the main outlier here is the contrast turtleneck, which gives a bit of brightness and breaks up the otherwise more monotone vibe you might have been giving off with both a dark jacket, dark denim, and boots. Try adding a bit more personalization by adding a pair of glasses, a hat, a watch, or even a ring. Next, we have the Unstructured sport jacket with a pair of chino pants, a dress shirt, a sweater, and dress shoes. Now, this outfit could look rather preppy and why do I keep adding an R?
It's important to be a good speaker.
Now, this outfit can look rather preppy and sophisticated, or can look extremely busy by you trying to wear every color under the sun. It all depends on how you decide to structure this outfit. Personally, I find it best to have minimal sources of loud colors within an outfit. Now, the goal here is to call some attention to yourself and then spark some engagement, but not to have everyone stop and stare as if you're someone who is in the Guinness Book of World Records for wearing every color imaginable. Having the colors primarily come from the jacket, sweater, and or shirt, and letting the shoes and pants fall into the background is an ideal way to wear this outfit. And next, we have the field jacket with a button-down shirt, chino pants, and dress shoes. Now, I like to wear this style from time to time, and I really enjoy the lightweight nature of the field jacket and, of course, those big extra pockets. Now, layering this with a button-down shirt and adding in maybe a sweater or a denim jacket is a nice way to mix things up. And switching out chino pants for the denim and wearing a pair of more broken-in boots as opposed to dress shoes are just a few minor ways you can actually add a little bit of personalization to this overall outfit. Casual jackets have a variety of ways to help you look sharp, while also offering you versatility and functionality. From added warmth and protection to, of course, that great pocket storage, there are a variety of casual styles that are going to be helpful to you. Now, although I found my favorites, it's important that you take the time to find out what styles inspire you and work best for your wardrobe and, of course, best for your body type. Now, today I'm wearing my green field jacket with a blue and white checked button-down shirt, a pair of tan chino pants, and brown dress shoes, and of course, a pair of shadow stripe Fort Belvedere socks. For other accessories like these socks, check out the Fort Belvedere shop here.